And this is because income transfers to women also had larger effects on child nutritional status than similar transfers to men. There's a lot of evidence, research on this. Here's research on Brazil, Bangladesh, and South Africa. This is women's increases in women's income versus in man's income. Man is the yellow, women is the red. This is increases in child nutritional status. So when women earn income, children's nutritional status improves much more so than when men earn income in poor households. And the same effect with female borrowing in household welfare versus male borrowing, and this is data from the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. When women, a 10% increase in borrowing from women, the Grameen Bank increases household income much more, increases women's labor force supply, and increases child nutritional status much more so than men, when men borrow from the bank. Actually, there's a reverse effect when men are the borrowers. So, and this, I think, should be especially so in the set of 33 countries in our study, and there are copies in the back room, where women are most vulnerable to the effects of the crisis. And what we did, and I think Rania had shown the other similar slide, but we took countries where it had decelerating growth, and we superimposed those countries with very high child mortality because of the negative effects that crises have, particularly on the mortality of girls, and with countries with low gender parity in schooling. And we identified 33 countries which are the intersect of these Venn diagrams, where the situation of women and girls should be particularly serious in terms of the crisis. And the list of countries is there in the back. I can tell you that among the 15 countries where the 3 sets of conditions occur, most of them are in sub-Saharan Africa. So what's the bank's response? These are 3, from the impacts and what are the policies and programs. In terms of women's employment, we have to promote employment generation programs, particularly and also public works programs that take into account and provide jobs to women. Historically, in many other countries over time, some public works programs have provided jobs to women, many others have not. And I think there a critical factor is who are the intermediaries who are providing the jobs. If it is construction companies, where are men, they tend to hire men. When it is community development agencies, they tend to hire women. So it's very important that public works programs are designed in such a fashion that women can access these jobs as well as men. In terms of women's and girls' human development, cash transfer programs and other social safety net programs have to be designed with a gender perspective. And in terms of women's producer, it's very important to capitalize microcredit finance institutions. What are we doing at the bank? The bank is about to put out a big vulnerability facility that it's announcing it, and Mr. Zelig is trying to seek funding from the donors, and particularly is requesting that in the stimulus packages in the developed countries, 0.7% go to this big vulnerability facility. The vulnerability facility will have safety net programs, infrastructure programs, and agricultural programs. Those are 3 things that are going to be emphasized. What we're doing through the World Bank's Group Gender Action Plan, we're devoting all the resources of this plan this year, that is about $3 million, to make sure that these operations are engendered. That particularly, we're not that concerned about the safety net programs, the nutrition and health interventions. We know that those will be engendered automatically. We are very concerned about the infrastructure programs and the public works programs to make sure that they give women jobs. Thank you very much.